Hey there, this is Darren LaCroix with the mistake number 14. Don't memorize, internalize. Don't memorize, internalize. And what I mean by that is in the early days of stand-up comedy, when I just started, I had my routine written out word for word. So in my head, I'm thinking through what I'm going to say next, one word that follows the next. The problem is I'm in my head thinking of what I'm going to say next. So I can't be in my head thinking of what I'm going to say next and be totally present with my audience. See, when you memorize, means you're memorizing words in a row rather than internalizing your story, your idea, and being able to be present. The audience wants you present, not perfect. And if you're trying to memorize, you're trying to be perfect. When I studied the previous world champions, like 1999 world champion Ed Tate, when I watched his speech the first time, I got so caught up in the message and I loved it. It was great. It was so funny and brilliant. But when I watched it the third and the fourth time, I realized he had these little verbal stumbles. Yeah, exactly my point. These little verbal mistakes, these stumbles. And when I realized, I didn't notice it the first time because I was so engaged with him. I was so caught up in the moment that it didn't matter. And to me, when I was performing and when I still give speeches, I remember to be present, not perfect. So if you're memorizing word for word, you're in your head. If you're in your head, your emotions are dead. And that's not good for anyone. Not good for you, not good for your audience. So one of the tricks that I learned from Patricia Fripp, my coach, is she uses movement. So she'll actually internalize her presentation while she's on the treadmill. What I did is I laid out the different stories in my speech and I would walk to a different place and then I would even do the presentation out of order, but know that that story was meant to be told on that spot. So even though I wrote out word for word what I was going to say, I didn't worry about memorizing it word for word. So take the time, know your presentation, but be in the moment. Internalize, don't memorize. If you'd like the top 10 speaking mistakes, just go to that website and I'll send them to you.